Hey guys, today we're going to do a top 5 video, first one on the channel, which is always quite exciting. Today we're going to go through the top 5 best jug locations on zombie maps. Now, I'm going to admit, this is not the easiest top 5 to ever make, because there's always a slight flaw with any spot with jug almost. There's always one flaw, but I managed to narrow it down to what I think are the best top 5 spots for jug on zombie maps. So if you disagree with me, then I understand. It's your choice in some ways in the end, but this is what I think, so this is in my opinion. Another video that will follow after this will be the top 5, maybe a bit more, I don't know, we'll see about that one. But for now I'm going to say top 5 worst spots for jug on zombie maps from like both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. This one will have zombie maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 as well. That includes the World at War maps too. So without further ado, let's get into it. So start off with, in the bottom position, we are going to have, I thought I'd just put this in while I was playing it. Yeah, okay, so the bottom position for 5th place of the top 5 best spots for jug is Verrats. I found this one difficult in some ways to put in. I wanted to make this a top 5 video, and I didn't want it to be a top 4 or anything. That's too little in my opinion. But this one is the best one I could find out of all of them. So this jug gets a 5th spot. I think it's quite a good spot, because especially if you're playing online with others, because obviously you can have some people back here guarding this window. You can have 2 people up here as well, guarding these walkways and things, which I think is very good. It's also in quite an ideal spot to get to, so if you need to run around the map and so on, then it's quite easy to do so. So that's another reason. Any other reasons why I think it's the best? I suppose it's quite an easy spot to get out of if you're in trouble, this jug spot. Also, the mystery box spawns next to it as well over here, which is quite good. And if you're in early rounds, although I don't know why you would do this, you could buy this, screw off the wall and use that. So yeah, that is why this jug comes in 5th spot on the list. So now we'll move on to the 4th spot on the list, which is... hang on. Right, so the 4th spot on the list is... okay, so 4th on my list is Transit. Okay, now before we even go into depth about this in any form whatsoever, I just want to portray how much I hate this map. How much I hate Transit. So basically, to sum it up, I hate Transit so much that I didn't even play Transit to show you this. I'm playing Survival on Town to show you this. Because I hate Transit so much. It's the most awful map ever made. It's a bloody joke. That's the way I look at it. Anyway, getting rid of the hate for Transit. Yes, Transit has somehow made it onto the list of top best. Now that kind of amazes me, because Transit never ever makes it onto these lists. But anyway, it's made it onto this one. So, the 4th best spot for jug in my top 5 list is Transit. And yes, this map counts as transit because it is exactly the same as transit, other than the box might not be here and the pack-a-punch is in the lava and all that crap. But I'm not going to argue with that, and I don't really care. Anyway, this counts as transit because it's part of transit. So, this spot is the 4th best spot for Jug. The reason for that is because up here you can camp so easily next to Jug. In Grief you can even do it on this. All you have to worry about are 2 windows and a roof and a door over there. And that's it. Otherwise you don't have to worry about anything else. And you're right next to Jug as well. So if you go down up here, you can pretty much easily just run around here, run over, grab it, go straight back over. It's not hard, it's very simple to do, very easy. And if you have 4 people up there, it's even easier, because you just have them looking out the windows and the doors, and everyone can keep an eye on it, and they can guard their own Jug. Perfect in Grief mode, this Jug, because the people that own this spot usually stop people from the other team from getting Jug very easily. So, yeah. This one, also, I like to say, is not in lava, unlike some. Let's take a little wide look at this pack-a-punch machine, which is in lava. Anyway, yes, so it's not in lava, so it doesn't kill you to go and get it. And it's also in the best area of transit, pretty much, to be around, which is the town, because you can easily run back and forth from here to the bar and all that. Plus you're right next to the bank. It's very simple to do it all, and well, it's a really good spot for Jugs. So believe me guys, this is probably the only set. Yeah, probably the only list where transit's actually going to come in a positive one. Otherwise it's going to be in all the negative ones, I promise you that. Unless it does somehow, for whatever reason, and God knows what it'll be, pops up in a top 5 best. I don't know what that's going to be. It will really amaze me if it pops up in a top 5 best again, because it shouldn't. This is just a one-off, I think, transit. Just a one-off. Anyway, this Jug spot is the 4th best Jug spot on my list. I almost regret putting it here, but I guess Transit's got one good thing about it. Anyway, so the 3rd best spot for Jug is... Okay, so 3rd on my list for the top 5 best Juggernog spots is 5. This Juggernog machine right here, in my opinion, is one of the best spots for getting Jug. 5, as quite a lot of people know, is a pretty difficult map. Or it's not the easiest. Let me just go through it quickly. Right. So, here are a few reasons why it is the best Jug spot in my opinion. So, when you're in here, in the DEFCON room with the pack-a-punch, it's quite good if you don't have Jug already. Obviously I do at the moment, but if you don't have it because you were down or you haven't bought it yet, when this door opens, obviously there are a lot of zombies in front, but you can mow them down very easily. Nobody ever has trouble with that. And it's right here. You don't even have to leave the room. You can just walk up and buy it and just walk backwards and come back in here. It's brilliant. It is so easy to access from this room. And then if you wanted to, you could stay in here and survive for a bit. If you're overwhelmed, obviously go through the teleporter. It doesn't even matter then, because you can just... Obviously that door shuts. But yeah, when you come out, the door's shut. You can just come back up and grab it again. It's too easy to get to. And if you're running around a train in here, which is what most people do, because it's the best place and pretty much one of the only places to run around in 5, you can just run around in the train. If you go down and you get back up in solo or multiplayer, it doesn't make a difference. You can keep running around, you can quickly run in here and grab Jug. Hello. Grab Jug, and you're away and you have no trouble whatsoever. It's just so easy to access with no trouble whatsoever. So that is why, in my opinion, it goes in third place in this top 5 list. And I have no idea what this zombie is doing, but it appears to be stuck in the door. Look at it. Okay. Okay. Well, anyway, just a slight diversion there. So yes, 5 Jugs in third spot. So in second spot we have... Okay, so second on my list for the top 5 best Jug spots is going to be Shangri-La. A lot of people might be thinking, Shangri-La? Really? You're going to have that as the number 2 spot on the list? Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I know, it might sound ridiculous having Jug on Shangri-La as a high thing on the list, because normally Shangri-La is never high on the list, but in this case, it is. So, the reasons why? It depends which spots it's in, because obviously it can be in 2 spots on Shangri-La. So, yeah, it can be in 2 spots. So, it can be over here, by the waterfall, or it can be over by the minecart. It doesn't make a difference really which spot it's in. It's still great. So the reasons why it's good over here by the waterfall, a few different reasons really. It depends how you train on this map in some ways, but if you're running around the circle around the map, you can easily run past Jug like this and grab it and keep going. Or if you're going the other way, you can do the same here, which is why it's in a good spot. If you camp over here by the bridge, which some people do, you can easily run back and get it, providing there aren't a lot of zombies in your way. So that is another positive side for it. And it's just, in my eyes, I've never had any trouble getting Jug from here. It's just been really easy to run up to, grab, and just carry on doing what I need to be doing. Never had any trouble with Jug there. So that's why that one's good. Then I will go through the other one, even though it's speaker at the moment, but just imagine it was Jug sitting there. But Jug's another good reason why over here it's alright. Let's buy this one here. Well, again, say you're up here camping around by this minecart. Obviously, if you could, which I have done a lot when playing with friends and that, is run around here, run around the zombies that run in there, attack them more solo, run around like that. I can easily just run down here and grab it quickly and make a run for it down there or back around there. Works fine, or you can sometimes sit here and shoot him for a bit and then just grab Jug again. Or if you're running from up here, you can very quickly grab it from the side and just run back down here again. And I've never had any trouble with it. I know a lot of people might disagree with me on this, having Shangri-La as second spot, but that's where I'm going to have it. So in my opinion, Shangri-La is the second best spot for Jug. So everyone's probably wondering, what the hell could be in first place for Jug as a spot? What could be the best Jug spot ever? Well, I'm here to tell you that, in my opinion, as this is a list about my opinion, obviously you might disagree, fine, it's your opinion too, but in my opinion, number 1 best is... Okay, so yes, first place on the list is Origins, of course. Which other one did you think it was gonna be? Do you think it was gonna be any other map where they could be any easier? Jug? Well, I don't know many. This map has got, I believe, the easiest jug spot by far. You could go against any other map and say that this is the easiest map for jug by a long way. Yes, I can admit that you have to turn on these generators, and that doesn't really help. Coolers. Well, anyway. Yes, you can admit that the generators have trouble. Yes, you can admit that Panzer's going to be a pain and all that. That doesn't really affect the position of where Jug is. Obviously, me dying there didn't really help, and I apologise for that. I didn't really see the crawler on the floor, which I just managed to create. So, yeah, anyway. Pretend I was still there. That spot, in my opinion, is a great spot for Jug, because you can run up to that, grab it, and run around anywhere, basically. It's so easy to run up to and grab it and just run away from it. I had no trouble with Jug on that map, ever. Other than, obviously, zombies taking over the generators, but that doesn't count as a problem against its location, so we can't have that on the list as a negative for it. It's all about the locations, really, nothing else in particular. And I think that that one has the best location, in my humble opinion. So, that is why Origins has the best Jug spot, and it is the first one on the list. So that was my top 5 for the best Jug spots. I will admit, it was pretty difficult to actually narrow it down to find one, because, looking at all of them, there's always something good about certain ones. Obviously some of them are pretty bad, but some of them are really good, and some of them are... it's just difficult to narrow it down, but in my opinion, that's what I narrowed it down to as my list for the top 5 best Jug spots. But obviously it was difficult, and I'm sure there'll be many people in the comments who will disagree with me, or who will say there are better Jug spots, or this is better and that's better. That's fine. I am not saying you're wrong. I never say that anyone's wrong in that regard. It's your opinion. This was my opinion. That's the way it is. But what I want to say after this video is, I would love to make a top 5 series for all you guys out there, all you fans and people, because this is my top 5 Jug spots, so these are the ones I like, but I like to create a video which is what you all vote for, what you guys think are the best Jug spots. Put that up as well, so then I can show what the community thinks, compare it against my own as well. See, you can get different results every time. I doubt anyone is really going to agree with me putting Shangri-La in second place. I'll be surprised if many people do agree with that. And I'm sure as hell nobody's going to agree with me putting Transit on the list. But that's their opinion in the end. So anyway, first of all, before I end it, I want to say sorry about the Origins gameplay there being a little shortened. I really didn't know there was a crawler on the floor, so which killed me. So if I had known that, I might have actually been able to get around that and survive longer and actually talk while playing Origins, but I really had no idea, so I am sorry about that. So sorry the Origins one got cut a bit short. Didn't mean it to. Hopefully you got to see enough of it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy the top 5 series. And obviously I want to hear your opinions. I want to see what you guys think in the comments. I want to see whether you agree with my list or whether you have your own. I want to see what you guys say. It would be good to compare it against mine, and then if I get enough results from everyone else in the comments, I can compare them all together and then add them up and put them in a list of what you lot all think are the best jug spots. And it'd be the same for any other top 5 list that I do. So I hope you guys will do that, so then it would be really useful for me to make another top 5 list. And it would also be useful to see what you guys think against mine. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be bringing more of these out. Leave a like, subscribe. It always keeps me going, you guys doing these things, and the positive feedback. It keeps these videos coming out. It keeps all these different things that you guys actually want coming out as well. So keep doing it. I always appreciate your feedback. I always do. I always learn from it and I always build upon it. So thank you guys for that. And I will see you guys in another video. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye.